Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Fires to the big fella, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lewis to throw. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
You can win a lot of trivia challenges if you ask how has it been since Memphis had a losing season. They've reeled off 11 straight winning campaigns, and Ryan Silverfield does it without big-time recruits.
No, but he has got great balance on offense. Very, very creative on that side of the football. And over the years, whoever's been the head coach and play caller, that's one thing they've seemed to do. They're a very, very tough out year in, year out.
Explosive offense. That's what you always expect. No matter who plays, come and go, these offenses are always fun to watch, high-flying, and put up a bunch of points.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he put... the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for it all. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's what.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Now improvising. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends in the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
Turning it on! Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Got the first down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lewis wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit.
There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense with within striking distance.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Bussey. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Just feeds the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got it down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it! And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, running back on the move. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lewis to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lewis wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Got rid of it just in time. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's caught. It's Concepcion. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, and here's the problem offensively because you're trailing by so much. So
turning it on. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Got his man quickly. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aggies want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Lewis to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got a man. It's Owens. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Texas A&M going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Owens. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense
breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last. Continues to fight for yards. Racing down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Memphis. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And tackled there by the defense. Quick tempo here for the offense.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their...
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these two-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That's good for Fighting Texas.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Good for a Fighting Texas Aggie. Let's go.
And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Gets away for 1, finds room. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's taking the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn